Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to a different opinion. Okay, we're looking at this one here today from Sky News, and I'll show you a couple different articles about this because it is, as you can see here, right on the screen, right there, highlighted, ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So a US school slammed for allowing trans girls, so, biological males, and the definition of trans this day and age in America is you can literally wake up in the morning, you can say, today I am feeling like a girl. So do you know what? I'm going to go and use the female bathrooms because, as you can see here, that trans girls can use the female bathrooms at a high school or wherever in Pennsylvania. As you can see here, so our high school students in Pennsylvania protest uncomfortable trans bathroom policy with a walkout. So they actually staged a walkout protest. I mean, the freaking school, the students are doing it. So who are they really making these, these rules for is what I'm wondering. I mean, if I was a teacher and we're making all these rules and then the whole school pretty much does a walkout, wouldn't you be like, maybe we shouldn't do this because the kids who we're supposed to be protecting don't feel protected. I would rather want the school, if they really want to be this absolute, I know a lot of people don't like the word, but they want to be this woke about it, this super progressive, way too progressive, should I say. It's just build a new restroom, build a trans restroom, right? Like what, why even have a woman's and men one and then having them to have to go in a female one when you can literally just make a new one for them, right? Like seriously, why is this not the first thought? Why do they make women, so like biological girls in high school, going through puberty, going through all this type of stuff, have to maybe be in a bathroom where there's a guy with his thing out? Like, this is not safe, just in my opinion. And as I've shown you in the past as well, there's a lot of videos of these trans, people who, they grew up as a boy. They pretty much went through most of their puberty as a guy. So they are big, they're much bigger than your normal girl. And then these girls say, I don't want you to come into our bathroom, blah, blah, blah. And they beat them up. So these biological males are beating up on these women and people seem to think it's okay. And then there's a few of us, still the majority out there that believe that this is ridiculous. Women need to have their safe spot. Men should have their safe spot. And then trans people can have their safe spot. So make them their own area. This is just what I got to say. To me, it's the quickest way that they can kind of get over this little hurdle and for them to be accepted is to let them go and do their own thing in their own area together. So this is the walkout. As you can see, there's a lot of students doing this walkout. Respect girls' rights. Yes, 100%. Keep boys out of women's restrooms and vice versa. Stay in your bathroom. It simply doesn't add up. No, it doesn't. Like, who is forcing this agenda to these kids who don't want this agenda? I feel like we sometimes live in a world where, reality and kind of norm is just being pushed to the side. And they are doing their own will for everyone else. Even though the majority doesn't want it, they say, you will want it. And I wonder, what does that sound like? Right? What does that sound like? Fascism? Communism, where they can push any law down upon you and you will accept it and you will be happy. Otherwise, you are the racist, you are the bigot, you are the transphobe, right? Like, it is just insane. Then you see stupid articles like this. Mum praises inspirational and brave son who's 7 years old for wearing a girl's uniform to school. This is where it starts, ladies and gentlemen. You wonder where this world goes down, is parents like this absolute loser who allows this insanity to happen. She even says in the article that, it just depends how my son wakes up. Does he wake up as a girl? Then he's a girl. Does he wake up as a boy? Now he's a boy. And you know what? Now in high school, so this really big male who's big and muscly, he wakes up a girl one day and goes into the girl's bathroom and makes all of them feel unsafe. And this is the reason why J.K. Rowling, I mean, one of the biggest authors in the whole entire world, the Harry Potter books, for example, she came out in defense of this a long time ago in Scotland. She came out and spoke out against this and saying, women need to have their own space and have their own women's rights. and for them to decide it, not trans individuals. They should not be able to go into the bathrooms, into their safe spaces. And people cried about it. All these blue-haired, crazy people who think they're 20 different genders, etc., were losing their minds. Losing their minds. Even the computer game of Harry Potter, the Hogwarts game, they hated that even, just because she was the author of the original books. It is honestly, when you see them lose their minds over such little things, there's so many bigger things in the world happening right now. I mean, there's a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. I mean, there's the cost of living going up for every single person around the world. But no, this is what they worry about, is that someone says women should have their own safety. Are we going back to the 1950s again? As you can see here, only 58 people liked this article for saying that, you know, this son is inspirational and she's allowing this ridiculousness. 960 people downvoted this. And I agree, I'll downvote it as well, because it is stupid. And as you can see, a great comment here by Richard the Lionheart. I'm glad she's so openly showing why he's doing it. Not because he wants to, because he wants his mother's approval. Began wearing at home, ? Gee, I wonder why. This is all about the mother, not the son. After all, who is this article quoting? Exactly. It's these parents that are forcing their kids in a certain direction, and they will be the ones who pay for it. That study in Denmark or Norway, I believe, where trans kids, trans people are 7 times more likely to attempt suicide, 3 times more likely to succeed. Why do you want your kid to be trans? But anyway, I'll end it on that one there. I think it's just ridiculous that parents do these type of things to their kids. Let kids be kids, as we keep saying. Leave the kids alone. Leave our kids alone. Let them grow up, reach a certain age, and then you can talk about certain things with them, okay? Let them grow up and let their brain develop at least a little bit before you start throwing all this absolute nonsense at them and destroying their lives. This mother should be held accountable if something happens. Same with this high school. This high school should be held accountable if there is any kind of sexual attacks or anything that happens in the girls' bathrooms. This is them. They should be held legally liable for this absolutely ridiculous decision when even their own students, their own pupils, they do not want this law. But anyway, I'll end it on that one. It gets me too worked up, I guess. Like the video if you liked it, and please comment below as well. Let me know what you think about the situation. Should, even in a school, for example, should these trans kids be able to go into a woman's bathroom? And then yet again, with that mother, with that 7-year-old kid apparently praising her own kid. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe as well if you do want to help support the channel. It means a lot, and you'll be able to see my videos as well. Thank you for watching.